I'm roaming all over the place.
Ken Johnson, UFC Hall of Fame with Chuck Liddell. Why are you down here in Houston?
Well, the UFC event. You know, I'm filming No Chuck's Given. We're coming out and checking out. I give some fans a backstage look at the fight game.
Well, how do you think the fight game's changed since you've been in it? Because it's definitely evolved, and you see craziness every weekend with the UFC, upsets all the time, people getting knocked out that shouldn't, or we don't think going to get knocked out, people getting submitted that we think.
You know, there's a lot of different ways to win or lose in this sport, and it's the thing that makes the sport so great. You know, there's ways to figure guys out. There's ways that you got to keep evolving. You got to keep learning, keep changing, and you know, styles make fights. And we've always said that, but it's hard to be a dominant style in all areas of MMA. You know, it's hard to be dominant everywhere. So you're going to have your opponents that are weaknesses for you.
And one of the things about you besides being a great fighter, you're a great fan. What's 2 fights you think we have to see by the end of this year that need to be made, that Dana has not made?
Oh, man. I want Glover Teixeira to get his title shot at 205. Yeah, that's a personal thing. He's a friend of mine. I love to see it. And, you know, hey, if Chandler can win this one, I'd like him to get Khabib to come back. So that would be fun.
What's your take on the whole Francis and John fight that everybody wants to see, but we don't know? It's a lot of hurdles to make this thing happen.
Well, it seems like for me, in the past at least, Dana usually finds a way to get through all those hurdles. If there's a fight people want to see bad enough, Dana sort of somehow figures it out. So hopefully, you know, if things keep going right, everyone will get to see it. That would be a fun one to watch.
Give the fans about the inside, but you're going to get back in the ring as a referee with the Lamar Odom fight. How'd that come about?
You know, they called me up and asked me if I'd do it. I used to do that. I used to do charity events where we'd have guys that didn't like each other, got mad at each other. We have a fight for the Special Olympics. They worked down the hall from us, my kickboxing day, my kickboxing gym, slow kickboxing. We used to do that, and we had a lot of fun with it. I love refereeing those. It's fun making fun of these guys, kind of pushing around. We used to they're not going to let me mess with the time, which is kind of bums me out. Because I used to mess with the time. I get 30 seconds left. You know, 30 seconds go by.
Street fight style.
15 seconds left. Go by. 10 seconds. Like, what? So, but yeah, it's going to be fun. I mean, it's going to be fun. It'll be entertaining. I mean, Lamar Odom, it's a weird matchup, but you know.
I know you about 6'2", 6'3". Lamar's almost a legit 6'10". What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
he's towering on you.
No, how he's yeah. Well, that's all right. I used to actually one of my training partners used to be 6'10". Gam McGee was one of my sparring partners and training partners and fighters for a long time. So I'm used to the big guy. My brother's 6'5". So I'm used to the big boys. But I mean, he's fighting Aaron Carter. Right? What is he? Like and skinny. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. He's going to have to run around a lot. Maybe he's going to get on. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe boxing's moving. Maybe he's able to move, stick and move. I don't know.
If I let you go,
wrap this up
what about Jake Paul? Everybody keeps saying you go get up in there with him.
He won't get in there with me. I promise. His camp won't let him fight me. He's going to get hurt.